Namaste yogis. Welcome to today's session, a space to open the heart and allow yourself a little bit of self-love. Now self-love is something that's very important and something that's certainly not selfish, and it is only really when we truly love ourselves we have the capacity to be able to love another. So come down into child's pose and just take a few cleansing breaths to arrive in the space. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Allow the hands to rest down beside the feet, palms face up. And the shoulders to spread all along the back. Shoulders drop towards the mat. Expand the back of your shoulder blades. With every inhale, feel this centre, expand this centre, and exhale to release. Notice how the body feels. Notice how the heart feels today. Tune in to you. Slowly start to walk the hands out in front. And rest the forehead down against the mat once again. Feel free to open out the knees to allow the chest to lower slightly down to the floor if this is comfortable for you. Breathe into the heart space, expand the chest, expand the shoulders. Inhale to lift the right hand up to the sky and exhale to feed it through underneath the left shoulder and lower the right ear down to the mat. Reach through the fingertips and exhale to settle and relax. Inhale to sweep the right hand up to the sky and exhale to allow the palm to come to the mat. Notice if one side feels different to the other. Notice without judgment. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky and exhale, feed it through underneath the right shoulder. Left ear to the mat. Breathe here. Deep belly breaths. Inhale to reach up with the left hand and exhale, place the left hand down to the mat. Pause for a moment. Push into the floor with the hands, lift the hips up and send the hips all the way down to the mat. Bend through the elbows and lower the chest. Inhale to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Allow the bum and the hips to settle into the mat. Grip the floor with your fingers, with your hands, and inhale to, as if you're moving forward, trying to push your heart centre forward. Drag yourself forward, draw the shoulders away from the ears, expand the chest, close down the arms. Bring your awareness into the heart centre and take a moment to acknowledge one thing that you love about yourself. Dig deep and acknowledge and tell yourself what it is you admire. That may be the fact that you honour your body to arrive on the mat today. Could be anything, however big or small. Acknowledge one thing you love about yourself. Breathe deep in the heart center. Now if you can, try and think of something else. Acknowledge something that you love about yourself, that you're grateful for about yourself. Own your power and love yourself. Exhale to release down to the mat. Bring the elbows parallel to the shoulders and the hands in a cactus position. Rest the left ear onto the mat and slowly start to roll onto the left hand side. Feel free to bend the knees slightly, and you can use the right hand to push into the floor, twisting over onto your left hand side. Notice the sensations around the shoulder of the left side. Relax the lower body and breathe. If you would like to deepen the stretch, feel free to bring the right hand back behind the body. Or alternatively, bring the right leg, the right foot to the floor behind the body. Really opening out the left shoulder. And exhale to release back down to the mat. Pause for a moment in the centre. Take a quick body scan. Now inhale to roll over onto the right side, right ear to the floor. Bend the knees if you'd like. Option to push the left hand into the floor to twist a little bit deeper. To enhance the stretch, bring the left hand behind the body, and alternatively bring the left foot to the floor behind the body. Open out the right shoulder, the right chest, all around the muscles in your armpit. And exhale to release back to centre. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and gently push into the floor. Using your lower back muscles, lift the chest up off the mat, draw your shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep inhale to rise and exhale to lower. Pause for one breath. Now push into the floor with your hands. Inhale to lift up. Draw the elbows close to the body. Allow the hips to settle into the mat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and breathe here into your heart space. A gentle reminder of the things that you love about yourself. Allow these compliments to wash across the whole body. And exhale to release. Tuck the toes, push the hands into the floor, and slowly start to lift the bum up to the sky. Bend the knees generously and send the heart towards your thighs. Take your gaze in between the hands and step forward into a forward fold. Slowly start to roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae, with the head to be the last thing to come up. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, grow tall through the crown of your head. Place the left hand on the heart centre and the right hand on top. Moment of gratitude for honouring your body arriving on the mat today. I am worthy. I am love. Let's flow. Interlace the hands behind the body. Draw the knuckles down towards the mat. Open the shoulders and take the gaze up to the sky. Bend the knees generously and fold the chest onto the thighs. Lift the knuckles up to the sky. Breathe here. Ground down through the feet, and on your inhale, bend the knees generously. Lift the chest, straighten the legs, take the gaze up to the sky, slight back bend. Inhale to center. Keep the fingers interlaced behind the body and step the right foot back, heels parallel to one another. Ground down through the outer edge of the right foot and bend generously into the left knee. Open out the knee so you can still say hello to your big toe. Draw the knuckles down to the floor, open up the chest. And exhale to bend the chest forward so the left shoulder is on the inside of the left knee. Lift the knuckles up to the sky, humble warrior. Ground down through the feet and breathe. Inhale to reach up, open up the chest and step forward with the right foot onto mountain pose, hands interlaced behind the body. Inhale, open the chest, lean back slightly. Exhale, forward fold, chest onto thighs. Bend the knees generously. Inhale, lift up, gaze to the sky. Pause here for a moment. Ground down through the right foot and step the left foot back, heels parallel to one another. Bend generously through that right knee. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. Humble warrior on the right side. Take one more deep breath. Inhale to roll up and exhale to step forward to the front of the mat. Release the hands and give them a little shake. Roll out the shoulders. Take a deep breath. Pause for a moment. Hold the left hand onto the heart center, right hand over the top. A moment of gratitude for honouring your body and arriving on the mat today. A gentle reminder of what you love about yourself. I am worthy, I am love. Step the right foot back. Come up on the ball of the right foot. Bend deep into the right knee. Left knee stacked over left ankle. Inhale to lift the hands up to the sky. And exhale to draw them down into a cactus position. Gaze to the sky. Slight back bend. Inhale to reach up. Straighten the back leg. Exhale to bend through the right knee. Hands in cactus position. Few more rounds like this. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Open the chest. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Bring the hands into heart center and step forward to mountain. Step back with the left foot. Up high on the ball. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Inhale, lift the hands to the sky. Exhale to lower down, cactus arms, slight back bend. Inhale to rise, straighten the left leg. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Bring the hands into heart center. And step forward into mountain. Pause here for a moment. Notice how the body feels. Notice any sensations around the shoulders, around the chest, and around the heart centre. Heel toe the feet out as wide as the mat. And start to send the hips down to the floor. Push the elbows into the knees to open out the hips and draw the hands into the heart centre, thumbs resting on the heart space. Don't worry here if you're up on the balls of your feet. Feel free to roll up the mat to rest the heels on if it helps your posture. Inhale to grow tall through the crown of the head. Awareness into the heart centre. Deep breaths here. Send that loving energy around the whole body. I am worthy. I am loved. Slowly, slowly lower the hips down to the floor. Slide the bum back into the centre of the mat. Knees up to the sky. Hands just behind the sit bones. Fingers facing the front of the mat. Inhale to push the feet into the floor and send the hips up to the sky. In a reverse tabletop position. Your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders. Your chin is firmly on the chest. Take your gaze down towards your knees. Breathe here. Exhale, release. Draw the knees into the chest and give yourself a little hug. Return back to prepare. Option to repeat this again, or alternatively straighten the legs, point the toes, push the hands into the floor and inhale to lift up the hips. Allow the head to fall back. Point the toes and exhale to release. Hips down to the floor. Draw the knees into the chest, give yourself another hug. Plant the feet firmly to the floor, knees facing up. One last round, back to the original reverse tabletop. Inhale to push the hips up to the sky. Breathe here. Now slowly start to walk the hands towards the heels and push the knees down onto the floor to come to a seated position with the toes slightly bent. All 10 toes should be touching the mat. If they're not, try to pick out your little toe so it's ground down into the floor. Allow the hips to sink onto the heels. This can be quite an intense posture, so if it gets a little bit too much, feel free to come out and just rest for a moment. Take a deep breath and slowly untuck the toes and give them a little pitter patter. Allow the hips to rest on the heels and pause for a moment. Deep breath into the heart space, send loving energy around the whole body. Inhale to come up onto the knees. Bring the hands into heart centre. And on your exhale, engage the lower abdomen and hinge back slightly. Exhale to come up. Inhale to come back. Exhale to stack up. One more round. Inhale to hover. And exhale to come back. Sit down on the heels and pause for a moment. Now envision you're doing that same motion for this next round. We'll come into camel. Bring the palms of the hands behind the body like so. Draw the elbows close together and slowly hinge back, lift the heart, allow the head to fall back if it's comfortable. And exhale to release. Sit back down on the heels, pause for a moment. Last round, inhale to come back up. This time you have the option to repeat what we've just done, hands on the back of the lower back, elbows close together and hinging back like so. Or alternatively, feel free to reach the hands, hinging back in one motion so the hands come down to the heels. Once the hands have reached the heels, shift the hips forward, heart up to the sky. Option to leave the chin resting on your chest, or you can lower the neck backwards if it's comfortable for you. When you're coming out of this pose, use the strength in your hips and your lower abdomen to hinge forward until you come back to a centre position. If your heels are too far away, you can have the option to come up onto your toes to bring the heels a little bit closer. Be mindful you're not cartwheeling the hands over like so. If you can use the lower abdominal muscles to hinge back, this is preferred to avoid any injury. Breathe a few deep breaths in camel. Open heart, open chest, all the front body open. When you're ready, release yourself back to a neutral position. Allow the sit bones to rest on your heels, hands in prayer position. Slowly lower the forehead down to the floor. Hands back behind the body, palms facing up. Notice how the body feels. Notice without judgment. Allow the whole body to set and relax into the earth. Surrender to the moment. Option to stay here or slowly roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Draw tall through the crown of the head, shoulders away from the ears. Open heart, open mind. Open to receiving love and giving love. Most importantly to yourself. Left hand on the heart centre, right hand over the top. Remind yourself of those things that you love about yourself, that you are grateful for within yourself. See now if you can add to that list. However big or small, celebrate the wins. I'm sure you have many. Dig deep, feel and believe all those good things about yourself. Be proud of who you are and not ashamed of how others see you. Love yourself wholly, love yourself fully. You are powerful beyond belief. You are enough, you are worthy, and you are love. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. Keep an eye out over the next couple of days where we'll be digging deeper into self-love and body positivity. I wish you a magical day.